As the world around us becomes larger and larger and more complex, it makes it more difficult to keep up with what is going on in this great big sphere we call the Earth. It is in the true tradition of keeping you, the citizen, informed that we present a new concept in buffoonery. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the Funny Company News. Your reporter, Uncle Briggs.
And a good evening to you, and welcome to Funny Company News. I'm Uncle Briggs, your reporter. Lem Stun of north of here did something real crazy last night and was real surprised at the results. It seems Mr. Stun picked up his phone and called the President of the United States of America. Right after he called the President, his neighbor's dog came through his backyard. His neighbor's dog is named Tartar. Mr. Stun said he guessed the dog misunderstood him when he said Carter. Anyway, when the President came on the phone and asked Mr. Stun how everything was going down in southern Illinois, about that time the dog went rough. And then Mr. President over the phone said, "I'm sorry to hear that." It seems more people are cloning around these days. Steve Beitzel of the Funny Company News went to Mount Vernon early today and ran into a real-life clone. After the two got up off the ground, he talked to the so-called clone of Steve Martin.
Steve Beitzel for Funny Company News, and we've run across something quite extraordinary right here in Mount Vernon, Illinois. It's a USDA certified grade A clone, and it's a clone of Steve Martin. How are you today?
Hey, I'm okay.
That's pretty good.
Hey, it's really great to be here in Mount Vernon. I'm really from Boston, Massachusetts, and they think I'm really foreign, but I talk like this normally, because I'm really American.
What's it like being a clone?
Well, you don't have any memory of anything, until because you're like 37 when you grow up.
How long have you been a clone?
All for about 15 minutes now,
What were you before you were a clone?
I don't remember.
You're really a swinging guy.
Hey, let me do my trademark. Excuse me.
For Funny Company News, I'm Steve Beitzel.
Looks like a real rambling guy there. Peter Mosquito reports to the Funny Company News that Mosquito Camp will again be held this year the last week of June. All interested mosquitoes wishing to send their children to camp this year are urged to contact Peter before June 22nd by writing him at 6000 Malaria Avenue or by just giving him a buzz at home. The site for this year's camp has been changed to the Bohankle Creek Bank. Last year, the camp was conducted on the bank of the Illinois Lake, but was disturbed throughout the week by campers pushing their skin into the mosquitoes' stingers. In other news, Father's Day is just around the corner, so today the grilled cheese took the minicam and the microphone and talked to some boys and girls about the upcoming day for Dad.
Well, since Sunday is Father's Day, Funny Company News decided to ask people what they thought about their fathers.
I like him. I think he's nice, and he's kind of cute. I think him is fine. I think him is good. He's nice. Well, I think that he should get a good present and stuff.
What are you going to give him?
I think I'm going to give him, I already gave him what I'm going to give him because I'm going to be gone on Father's Day, so I gave him a bow and arrow.
Oh, does he like to shoot the bow and arrow?
Yes.
I don't know. I think he's pretty nice.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. He lets me go places and everything. I think we're going to go see the Cardinal baseball game Sunday.
Ooh, well, tell all the Cardinals we said hey.
Okay, I will.
He's nice.
Happy Father's Day, everyone. For Funny Company News, this is the grilled cheese.
And finally, in Funny Company News, this was a big week in the Funny Company today. For this past Wednesday, Sally Safety lifted off in the Funny Company rocket ship to the planet Zipron to visit her folks. Here's how it happened at 5 o'clock this past Wednesday as her ship blasted off into space.
Countdown begins. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff.
And speaking of taking off, Funny Company News' own Steve Beitzel took off earlier today to Mission Control, where he will cover the story of Sally's trip to the Planet Zip Run. Here is a tape that was made at the Marion Williamson County Airport as Steve took off. There he is, happily flying through the air. That's it for Funny Company News for this Friday. Have a nice weekend. And don't forget, no matter where you go, there you are.
Join us each Tuesday and Friday at this time for the Funny Company News. Part of the preceding was fictitious and has no relevance in a real world as far as we know it.